Mom always said. Mom always said, treat others the way you want to be treated. So the topic we're talking about today is a sensitive one. We're talking about bullying. I do have some interesting facts that 1 out of every 4 kids will be bullied sometime in their adolescence. And also that 37% of teens reported being bullied at school. So what is bullying?
Well, there's different forms of bullying. You can see bullying in terms of verbal as well as physical. Also, there is a difference between teasing and bullying. Teasing being back and forth type of tease between 2 people, but then bullying is more so a one-sided, offensive thing. And have you guys ever had any of your children?
Well, my daughter, when she started elementary school, had a brace on her leg. And a lot of the kids didn't understand why she needed it. And one day, a kid behind her kicked her in the brace, that she had on her leg. And, they went to the guidance counselor. And the reason why he did it is that he didn't understand why she was wearing it. And it was something new and different, and he had never seen another child with the brace on. So he really didn't understand. So there was a lack of knowledge or understanding about the other person and why they're different or why there's something unique about them.
Yeah, sometimes that's really what starts it. And one of the other ways that we see bullying a lot now is cyberbullying on social media. On the social media sites, it's very well known that many children are being bullied on the internet.
Yes, and that's a really hard thing because it's not like a face-to-face thing.
Exactly.
They're very hidden when they do that, and I think it's almost like they're being cowardly, when they do that. Which brings up, why do these people bully? Like some of the traits that we can talk about is that a bully tends to act impulsively, that they don't consider the feelings of other people.
Yes.
Exactly.
And so often they fail to take responsibility for their own actions. A lot of times you'll find that a bully is one who blames everyone else except themselves.
Right. And also you'll find that bullies are often victims of being bullied as well. Or sometimes it's in a home where there's such a domineering parent and they try to act it out. So their way of doing that is to bully others.
And I think also, getting back to the home life, they may never have been in an environment where there are ground rules and there are consequences for their actions. That if you do this, this will happen. Yes. And there's no sense of responsibility in what they do.
Exactly. They've lived without boundaries. And so they have no boundaries in the home, and so they just push the boundaries everywhere that they are.
And psychologically speaking, a lot of these kids are feeling somewhat confused within themselves. So they put it upon somebody else to kind of almost like take the heat off them. They'll in turn bully just to get away from their own insecurity and fear.
Right.
True.
And the other side that we need to talk about also is, what are the effects of the person being bullied? What are some of the signs that we as parents can look for and try to find out if our child is being bullied? One is that they tend to make excuses for not wanting to go to school.
Yes. I actually have an incident where my daughter was bullied, and I didn't know until I noticed that she kind of voiced that she didn't want to go to school, and then she seemed a little more withdrawn. So that another sign of being bullied that parents need to watch out for is their child being withdrawn. So when I noticed that, it prompted me to speak with her about it. Then I found out she was being bullied. And it started at school and continued on through cyberspace.
Wow.
And sometimes you'll notice with school that their grades drop, and you don't really see a reason, but their grades are dropping, or they're, like you said, they don't want to go to school, or they show fear about going to school. And so it's so important that we pay attention.
Right.
That we
And
pay attention
I
to
think
the signs.
as parents, like you said, Nancy, one of the best things we can do is keep those lines of communication open and provide that safe environment for our kids to make them know that, yes, you can come to me and talk to me without judgment, without blame. A lot of parents may say, well, what did you do to cause the child to bully you. You know, what are you doing wrong? And I think the child is already feeling enough guilt and maybe ashamed of, you know, the situation that just, you know, puts more pressure on the child. So you really need to be very tender and open, and like you said, just have those channels of communication open and there.
And personally speaking, I always make it a point when I pick them up. I have the one-on-one talk with them. I ask them how their day was. I really, really take the time to probe. A lot of kids don't want to voice out or, you know, tell their parents anything. But as an active and proactive parent, you have to initiate that communication and let them feel that not only are you a parent, you can be their friend and be understanding. So I think that will help build and strengthen the line of communication as well.
Yes, and just keep the relationship open and let them know you love them. Let them know that they can always come to you with whatever is going on, that they know that the door is open for you.
Exactly.
Right, and again, the number one thing is you have to tell your kids that you love them each and every day. So again, today we talked about the growing problem with bullying, and we hope our talk was helpful to give you parents some starting points of how you can talk to your kids about this really important topic. And we look forward to seeing you at the next time on Mom Always Said. Have a great night.